For a person who's made a serious amount of money by calling a couple of cycles right, what cycle would you bet a fair amount of money on right now?
From a India perspective, our macro could not be stronger. Our position in the world order could not be better placed. So you are starting with an advantage. So I would say that at least from a large cap domestic oriented companies, there is fair amount of opportunity available.
Welcome to Navigate with HSBC, where we bring you sharp insights from the minds shaping the future of investing. Today we have with us Anshu Kapoor, President and Head, Nuvama Asset Management. Anshu leads the alternatives-focused asset management business within the Nuvama Group, managing assets of approximately $1 billion. With over 25 years of experience in the financial services sector, he's held prominent positions at Merrill Lynch, HSBC, ICICI Bank, and the Edelweiss Group. Thank you so much, Anshu, for joining in. It's indeed an honor and a lot of pleasure speaking with you.
Thank you, Mangalam. It's great to be here.
Let's start with the environment right now. There's so much volatility, balls moving from all over the place. Where do you keep your eye? And what does the investment scenario or the economic scenario currently look like? And is the investment and the economic scenario in the same direction?
I think we know it all. All of us are hearing so much of information, noise, and it's hazy.
Yes.
And it's not easy to call a trend. It's not easy to say this is the direction where you put your money into. But I must also point out, look at, and maybe it's relative, look at the conditions today, and maybe it is useful to compare today with, let's say, a COVID time,
Right.
with the global financial crisis time, and maybe earlier crisis that we've been through. Is it that bad? Maybe the answer is no. Right. Also, I think we need to look back and maybe say the worst case scenario usually doesn't come true. So right now, there's a lot of press on recession, global slowdown. I don't know the answer. But when you look back, just go back after COVID, there was this whole clamor of US going into recession that went for 2 years. That never materialized, right? Actually, the world became bigger, stronger. There was growth all around. Markets did exceptionally well everywhere. So I would say that it is not a cause to be completely disheartened, and opportunities exist in dislocations.
Right.
You get the price and the value both in dislocations because there are too many forced sellers in the market trying to get rid or this disorderly selling. And finally, Mangalam, what tends to happen is assumptions don't hold.
Right.
Assumptions on US dollar strength, on the bond yields in US, they have not come true. So something peculiar happens whenever a dislocation happens, and that perhaps gives you the opportunity or the early stage where a sane investor, a calm investor can come in and make some bets.
You know, what's interesting is that you compared this time to the COVID time and did say that obviously we're a lot better than what we were during COVID as well. What's different between then and now are the prices. I mean, COVID time, of course, there was a fair amount of uncertainty. Things were looking like the end of the world. That wasn't the case to be. This time around, where the uncertainty is around, there is hazy, outlook. There's still prices which are pricing in a blue sky scenario.
See, all asset classes prices also move very differently in different crises, right? So this also, like we've seen, different asset classes are behaving differently. And on one hand, commodities, especially oil, metals are correcting sharply. On the other hand, gold has gone up,
Exactly.
right? A US treasury has corrected, right? The US dollar has corrected. So you're right. I think as far as the global market, especially the US is concerned, there was a lot of enthusiasm or euphoria built into the price, and maybe that has come down now because markets have corrected a fair amount. India, which is specific to our conversation also, I think we corrected in advance of all this turmoil. So we were actually on a large cap basis or on a certain sector basis, very well priced before we entered this crisis, the one that we're going through. So maybe there's an opportunity. Things like right now, what is unloved? Think about what is unloved. What is unloved is technology,
Yes.
IT services. Is it in the price? Will you take a bet on it today? So I think those are the areas where you want to now start peeling the onion and say, what do I do with this? Could this be an opportunity or could this be a trap?
Now, for a person who's made a serious amount of money by calling a couple of cycles right, uh, what cycle are you looking at right now? You did speak about technology. Is it in the price? Is it not? Some of the post fourth quarter result stock price reactions tell you that maybe the worst is behind, at least from a price standpoint for a couple of the large cap companies. But what cycle would you bet a fair amount of money on right now?
I think, and again, there is divergence between different markets globally,
Yes.
right? From a India perspective, our macro could not be stronger.
Mm.
Our position in the world order could not be better placed. So you are starting with an advantage, right? Yeah, maybe the growth is not come, and that is what disappointed the markets, and therefore we corrected much in advance, like we just discussed. Having said that, in 3 to 6 months, there would be enough time correction that would have happened
Mm.
in our markets, right? So I would say that at least from a large cap, domestic oriented companies, there is fair amount of opportunity available for us as investors. It could be financial services,
Mm.
right? It could be even sectors specific to electronic manufacturing,
Correct.
which seems to be an opportunity we could exploit
Mm.
out of this crisis, right? Export led, perhaps not. Perhaps maybe there is a little bit more pain that could come. So I think these are the few areas that are emerging as an opportunity. And also, see, one is only the equity market.
Yeah.
But I think in alternatives, there are many opportunities available, especially in private equity,
Mm.
in commercial real estate, so to speak. So as an investor, maybe I will not at the peak of the rally catch gold now,
Yes.
right? But I would maybe want to look at product solutions or opportunities elsewhere that could be available in all this dislocation that we spoke of.
Thank you so much, Anshu. This was incredible conversation, fairly insightful as well. Your perspectives have provided listeners with much to consider in the ever-evolving investment landscape, but more importantly, taught them a lot more about life as well. To our audience, thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time with Navigate with HSBC.